There's a variety of ways that police become informed of anything that might involve a child protection concern, from officers directly reporting criminal offences and being called to incidents. For my team in particular, we will either receive information from them or, as is more often the case, via the education or health or social services informing us in writing of a concern that's been brought to their attention. Child abuse investigation team officers get extensive training. Police officers that join our command are either already detectives or there's an expectation that they will become detective officers. That in itself has an extensive training attached to it. Additionally, police officers get training with regards to interviewing children and young people and specialist techniques to do that, and training in joint investigation, where we will jointly train with our partner agencies. So police officers and social workers will train together in the same room with regards to the joint investigation process. It is, and there's an expectation as one of the partner agencies that we do provide a representative at all initial case conferences. As the reviewing process continues with the initial 3 and then 6 monthly reviews, we do try and attend as many of those as possible as well. The attendee might not be a police officer. If there's a live criminal investigation, then often the officer in the case will attend. If it's from a child abuse investigation team. If it's another team investigating, their officer may attend, but you will always have a representative from the child abuse investigation team. The officers that often attend, though, are called police conference liaison officers. They're police staff. They've had additional training in the conferencing process, and they will attend. So they may not have met the family before, they may not actually know the children, but they will attend and give feedback with regards to their research and, importantly, make decisions with regards to child protection plans. When we receive an invite for the initial child protection conference, and again this is a continuing process through review of checks and at the review case conferences, it's allocated to a member of staff, and they fully research everybody in that family, so all of the children, all of the adults, and any extended family members who have regular contact with or any sort of caring responsibility for that young person. The expectation is that we share everything with the conference. However, before somebody attends the conference, it would come to me, the report, and I would review, and we'd individually risk assess what information we've got. So if there was any particularly sensitive information or information that may heighten risk to children and young people or adults in that household, it doesn't mean that we wouldn't share that information with the local authority, but we may meet with the chair prior to the conference and explain to them what additional information we hold. The police don't actually press charges where we investigate criminal offences. The Crown Prosecution Service are the agency that prosecute on behalf of the police. If an admission of guilt is made at a conference, or if there is a crime alleged at a conference, I wouldn't expect the attending officer or police conference liaison officer to give a definitive this is what's going to happen, but they would have to be clear in the conference process that a record of what had been said had been made. They may become a witness in future criminal proceedings, and then that would be fed back to either myself or my detective inspector, and we would make a decision around a continued investigation of that particular crime which came out in the conference. In the Metropolitan Police, we have community safety units. They're officers that work to a particular borough and are there to proactively investigate any allegations of domestic violence. Their support starts from the initial reporting process when they attend, taking statements from people at the scene of where the incident has happened. They will actively look to investigate all avenues to be able to support a prosecution in court against whomever the perpetrator might be. With regards to short and medium-term support offered by police, we regularly rely on our partners. So many boroughs around London and obviously around the UK have particular support agencies that focus on helping people who are victim of and perpetrators of domestic violence. I see it as a key role. It's not for somebody just to attend and just read out a list of police checks, and when people have come to light. They have a very specific role in that conference. The expectation is that they're there to share information for the purpose of safeguarding the young person or persons that are being discussed in that meeting. So they should explain the information they've got. They should explain to people what that means in context of how that may affect the young person's safety in the home. They need to differentiate between fact and their opinion on particular areas. And towards the end of the conference, they need to take an active role in making a decision as to whether that young person should be subject of a child protection plan and give an opinion and what they believe would be the most suitable category for them to be placed on.